episode 4, where we're going to talk about some EV experiences, and then we'll get to build and price of a Mustang if we have time. If not, we'll save it. Actually, looking at the time, we're going to save that for another. Next week, we're going to do a build and price of the Mustang. For this week, yeah, range anxiety. We had some, and you've really got to connect your Ford Pass. You really need to connect your vehicle with the Wi-Fi to your home, because the over-the-air updates are fantastic. I went from really not liking Blue Cruise, from thinking it's really quite bad, to feeling it was great. We drove to the cottage, we drove back from the cottage. It was amazing. Now Ford, I think I'm due for another upgrade because today the Blue Cruise was back to really getting on my nerves. It actually was acting a lot like a cat. A cat, if you don't give them exactly what they want, they might slap you in the face. And today, the Ford F150 Lightning kind of gave me a bit of a slap in the face. 3 times I'm driving, and yes, we were in a bit of a corner, and one time was a truck pulling a trailer, and the trailer was wider than the truck, and the other time was a transport truck. But the solution of the vehicle going through the corner and seeing these vehicles is it just hit the brakes.
Even if it's not on your lane.
And it said danger, imminent accident, or it flashed so quickly. I know it was danger, the little danger sign, but it hit the brakes enough to really jolt me. It was very frustrating because I looked up. It's Blue Cruise. Of course, I want to look at other things. And then, yes, it kept telling me, like, look at the road. You know, this is Blue Cruise. You're not allowed to, look at your phone. Or you can't even look at the screen, the speed screen. Don't look at your speed for too long, or don't try to look at how many kilowatts per hour you're using for too long of a period of time, because it knows you're not looking at the road. It knows you're looking at the screen, and it warns you. That's not why it slammed on the brakes, unless it truly is a ticked off cat. But it did slam the brakes on me a couple times, just enough to jolt me. I went from 120 kilometers an hour to about 110, but it was an instant loss of 10 kilometers. So a nice little neck jerker, not appreciated. I don't know. I want to use adaptive cruise control, but I'd like to just turn Blue Cruise, I think, off at this point. But mind you, earlier this weekend, I had an amazing experience with it, and it was perfect. So technology.
If you're alone on the road, maybe at night, it's fine. Not with too much cars on the road.
I guess, and not with oddly shaped vehicles. So a truck pulling a trailer with a bicycle. I know another one was a van with a bicycle, and I think maybe it saw the wheel in the back move. The third time was a van, and that time I literally chewed the car out. I know it seems silly. I was talking with the car. I called it the B word, but anyways, I was like, you bad cat. I was like, that's just a minivan. I understand if you hit the brakes in a corner on a huge, I think it was a gas truck, a vehicle, carrying fuel. Could have been a gas inside, but it could have been, it was a silver tank. It could have been carrying an explosive gas. But anyways, a fuel truck. And the other time was GM carrying a trailer, so not the same shape. But the last time was a minivan with a wheel, a bicycle wheel. And now I'm thinking it was probably because the bicycle wheel moved, but it also hit the brakes. And it also actually acted funny in front of a Dodge Ram. And I was like, not the time, because I'm always giving Dodge Rams a hard time, because I don't think, I think they're a great price, but I don't think the product's very good. And here's my Lightning embarrassing me in front of a Ram.
It hurts.
And the Ram, when it braked, and the Ram was behind me, and I'm like, not now. Bad, very
Next episode,
bad.
John will be embarrassed in front of a Prius.
Bad bee. Bad bee. It was being a bad bee.